Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the 21st day of January. Here we go. Now, this halacha is being taped on Wednesday afternoon, the 20th, in Baltimore, Maryland, and we are possibly in the crosshairs of a major blizzard on Shabbos. So I thought we would have some fun just looking into the halachas of snow on Shabbos. Here goes. First of all, the question as to whether you're allowed to shovel snow on Shabbos. Now, I got to tell you in advance, disclaimer here, a lot of this is a machlokas between the rabbis. There's arguments about it. So we're going to give you, it's not all going to be so conclusive is the point here. There is one set of rabbis that is of the opinion that you're allowed to shovel on Shabbos, snow out of the way, because people might slip on it. That's opinion A. Other rabbis say that you're only allowed to shovel soft snow, but you're not allowed to shovel away hardened snow because it's a little bit like building, to take hard snow and to move it around in chunks. So according to that group of rabbis, it would be a bit of a problem if the snow is hard. And there are another set of rabbis, poskim, who say that no shoveling on Shabbos of snow whatsoever. We're going to give you conclusions at the end, so okay? Now, next thing. What about if you're going to shovel over where you know there's earth underneath that snow? That's for sure problematic because you might be mashvegumos, you might be making furrows in the ground, in the earth, because when your shovel gets to the ground part, you're going to end up making furrows in the ground, which is not allowed on Shabbos. So definitely don't shovel over an earth path. If a person would ever want to add earth to any area on Shabbos where the layer would kind of stay there permanently, that would be considered bona or building, and you're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. Therefore, we get into our next question, which is, can I spread out salt or a salt substitute over a slippery area? Is that getting a little bit like bona because what's going to be there might add to the level of the ground, and might it be a little bit like building? So most rabbis say in a place of danger where people might slip on that ice and get hurt that it becomes more permissible, but it might still be rabbinically not allowed. But basically because of the danger possibly involved with slipping on ice where people could get badly injured, a good number of rabbis make it permissible for you to spread salt or a salt substitute over a slippery, icy area. That's not really going to permanently stay there. It's going to wash away with all the melt. But if you want to put sand down on some icy spot, that's more questionable because sand can be closer to being a building situation because the sand will settle into the ground right there and thereby add a layer to the ground, which is like building on Shabbos. So if it's an earth surface, it's earth underneath, then it's a problem to put sand there. But if it's a spot where it's going to wash away and not become permanently part of it, then it's less of a problem. Lastly, breaking up ice with something that bangs at the ice and breaks it up into pieces could be soser, stira, and you're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. Where there's sakana involved, it could be danger involved, it could be permissible. So, sounded all mixed up till now, right? Well, here's basically the summary. As far as shoveling on Shabbos, most poskim say speak to your Rav about the specific situation, who's there, who's walking, what slippage, and and all that, and find out from your rabbi if he feels for you and your family and your situation it's permissible for you to shovel on Shabbos. Salt or salt substitute, that seems clear, permissible to put that down on an icy spot. Breaking up ice is a problem, but if it's a bad spot, and danger is involved, speak to a rabbi and get your rabbi's clear instructions to you about what to do on an icy spot, about possibly putting down, about breaking up ice on a spot that's slippery. That's problematic. You should definitely speak to your rabbi about that. Sand is even more of a problem, and you should definitely speak to your rabbi about that. So on almost all of these, it comes out that a close consult with your rabbi should be done. The one that's clear, though, is putting out salt or a salt substitute on an icy spot seems quite clear that that's allowed. All other questions here, like shoveling, breaking up ice, putting down sand, etc., you need to speak to your rabbi before launching into that, and maybe speak to him before Shabbos if you know what it is that you hope to plan to do in the middle of the big snow on Shabbos. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow. Bye-bye.